I'm here in front of my house. The first nice day. It's still February, but it feels like spring. This is what we in Oregon like to call false spring. One test I haven't done on this bike yet is the long road trip test. So I'm gonna ride over to Sisters for lunch and back. That'll be about a 4-hour round trip. Get a real sense of what it's like to take this Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 on a longer road trip, and kind of give you some of my impressions and thoughts along the way, as well as share my favorite lunch spot in Sisters, which you've seen before. We're gonna hop on, do some highway today, see how the Himalayan does. Looking forward to it, should be a fun day. Let's hit the road.
You think that's bad? I have traction tires, we're fine.
So we are about 20 miles from Sisters, so we're an hour and a half in. Stopped at the Mount Washington viewpoint. Beautiful view, especially when it's snowy. It's loud here though, so we'll make this quick. But I wanted to do kind of a check-in. How am I feeling after an hour and a half? My butt is surprisingly not sore. I do have this is an aftermarket seat. It's the adventure seat or something like that, so it's not the stock seat. Things I'm noticing the most are vibration in my feet, but that's because I took the rubber out of the pegs, so that's on me. And wind protection's not fantastic. It's good, it's okay. This windscreen is so narrow that a lot of wind comes around it and still hits you in the chest. And this is the extended, this is the taller windscreen, it's not the stock windscreen. But otherwise, not really, my hands aren't numb. There's some vibration in the bars, but it's not unbearable. The waypoint, these are the 70-30 tires, according to Rocky Mountain, are great on the pavement, wet and dry. I've been able to pass people, no problem. I just hit the red line a few times, so, you know, they say a lower powered bike is not as fun, but I'm downshifting and upshifting so much, it's super fun, it's super engaging in a way that a bigger bike with an engine that just pulls no matter what speed you're going isn't. Okay, well this traffic is unbearable, so we'll just keep riding and talk more when we get to Sisters. We're almost there.
And I'm not ever right, all we are is talking over each other.
Made it to beautiful Sisters. What an amazingly gorgeous day for February, seriously. And this is what we call false spring or first spring in Oregon. Don't worry, it'll be raining and snowing again really soon.
But the Ski Inn is where I'm headed for lunch because it's my favorite restaurant in town. They have amazing barbecue. In terms of this bike as a road trip bike, that was a 2-hour ride and up and over the mountain pass through the snow, some changing weather, so kind of a good test. It's not a straight freeway ride, but you know, a GS or something with the bigger motor is just going to win that contest every time. But this bike is fun. It's fun to have to work the gears. Again, it's one of those slow bikes you can ride fast, and it's not unbearable. You know, the trade-off with a little bit less off-road ability because it's a little heavier and all of that is you get some more highway comfort, and it is perfectly fine for highway travel, for long highway travel. It's not super buzzy. It's got enough power to pass. You just got to work the gears sometimes, but it's still super fun to ride. The wind protection could be better. Definitely could use some side deflectors on here. You don't get blown around when you get behind a semi-truck or whatever like you do on lighter bikes. That's nice. There was a bunch of unexpectedly huge deep potholes, and the suspension on this bike continues to impress me because I was just hitting them at speed and it was all good. Again, as a first all-around bike, or just you want to kind of get into this adventure thing and you want to give it a shot, it's a great, easy bike to ride and learn on. Do I think it should be your first off-road bike? I would always point you towards a lighter dual sport for learning to really ride off-road, but you definitely could learn to do gravel roads and stuff on this pretty easily. But in terms of highway, It's fine. It's not as comfortable as a Goldwing, but it's not going to be. It's a 450. But for a 450, it does exceptionally well at highway speeds, climbing mountains, and hauling my corpulent posterior up and over the mountain pass. To grandmother's house we go. There's the ski in. Of course, it's busy as hell because it's the first sunny Saturday we've had in forever. So where am I going to park? Oh, right there. That's the spot. That's the spot right there. That's the spot right there. You thought I would do it, but I did. I'm going to park right on this grate. That'll be great. All right, let's go get some barbecue. Brisket. Hell yeah. Now, no trip to Sisters would be complete without stopping at the coolest butcher shop / jerky store in the state. So it's really far from the ski-in. You can tell by how much I geared up. It's literally right here. Sisters Meat and Smokehouse. I could have walked, but I don't want to leave my bike over there. Oh, you can eat here too. I really need to do that one of these times. I like the word drinkery, which they have on their sign. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? If I could find the earth and my dreams the same.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I have to correct something I said that was incorrect. So I'm going to start the bike back up because the app wouldn't connect to my phone. It's because it only works when the bike is running, not just when it's on, which is probably a good safety feature. Also, the plug here, the charger plug, only works when the bike is on. It is off with the key on, so that's a good thing. The app is not completely useless. If it'll kick on, we'll see. Yeah, so you can see it's got my phone battery level, and I was controlling my music with it, so you only have to plug it in to do the navigation. You only have to leave the screen on to do the navigation. The navigation's there, music is here, and it'll have your messages and whatnot, I think. Yeah, missed calls, received calls, dial calls, yeah. You can go forward by flicking this right, and back by flicking it left, and then it turns your volume up and down, which is really nice because I don't have to try to use my phone to skip songs while I'm riding. So the app is not completely useless. There's some nice connectivity stuff there. I am willing to admit that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can even see the controls. Volume up, volume down, skip ahead, skip back. So good on you, Royal Enfield. I still think the navigation leaves something to be desired. In terms of riding, putting about 4 hours on the bike today, I will say my knees are a little tired from being scrunched up, but that is par for the course when you're riding for that long, pretty much any bike. The same lower back, my hip flexors. Again, this is nothing unique to this bike. It's just what happens when you go for a long motorcycle ride. So in terms of, is it a bike you can just cruise on and go places? Hell yeah, it is. I didn't expect it to be anything else, but it definitely is. It's very, very nice and easy to ride on the highway, and fun because you got to work the gears and do all that. That's pretty much it for the road trip test. I got about 650 miles on this now, so a couple more big days and we'll hit that 1,000 miles and can do an updated review. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss that review. And also, I never actually say this very often, but I just want to say thanks to Rocky Mountain ATV for being such a huge sponsor of the channel. They send me all kinds of stuff for all my bikes, and all they ask is that I share affiliate links in return. So if you're buying stuff from them, if you wouldn't mind using my affiliate links, it's in the description. It helps support the channel and support the content and doesn't cost you any extra, and I really, 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 really appreciate it. But for now, I am done with the Royal Enfield for today and ready to get out of my gear, so thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!